Yo, welcome back to another video, folks, and today I got another webtoon slash manga recommendation for you guys. This time it's actually pretty decent. I'll rate it like a 6.7 to 7 right now. It's building up there, you know, but right now it's pretty decent. The name of the webtoon or manhwa is called Regressing as the Reincarnated Bastard of the Sword Clan. And it's basically, if I had to put it in the most simplest analogy, just think of it as this. I'm pretty sure you guys have read manhwas or any fantasy novels, maybe too. It's basically about a MC who's in a very prestigious family clan, either in Sword Clan or whatever magic, whatever the heck it is. But he's talentless, so he obviously comes with the talentless perks of banishment and alienation, also with a couple hands of ass beatings. So yeah, he either dies from his family's brutality or from other causes after being banished. But then he regresses back, and then he like avenges his family or just becomes stronger, you know. Just to name a few, the regression of the Bloodhound and the Master Swordsman, something like that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys have read those. And then there's also, if I had to add on another component to this, a system-based game pop-up menu, you know. But in this case, it's different from a usual bluish hue window pop-up. It's actually different. It doesn't really look game-like. It looks more like your old type of games, more like Hindi type, if they were like I guess MMORPGs or some kind of rank climbing type of games. So yeah, it's basically with dungeons, monsters, inventory, stuff like that, plus with the combination of the sword clans and like being in a prestigious family and regressing back. So if you had to add those two, that's basically what this is. And as for the context of the story and what it's basically about a dude, our MC. It's so bad that I don't remember his name. I finished it yesterday, but I still don't remember it. And I'm not about to go through like a couple chapters just to find his name. All you have to know, he's part of the Ragnar clan, okay? And they're a sword family, prestigious clan, but he's really talentless, so he couldn't really do anything much. And in the end, people from his clan or some other people that had grudges towards him take over his palace or whatnot that his mother lives in, and they kill him and the others. But then, his trait unlocks, and then he regresses back with a pop-up window menu, and then he rises through the ranks. But unlike the previous video that I made, which is basically going from 0 to hero, you know, a power level up fantasy, this one is actually pretty decent, you know. It's well paced, at least I find it well paced, and the art, it's next level, you know. And pretty ironic for the studio that's doing this. I thought it's gonna be Redie Studio, but no, it's called Next Level Studio. Hey, they're living up to the literal name of their studio, Next Level. And I'm about to show you, the art is actually pretty phenomenal. Look at this. It's if I had to compare it basically to the same degree as Soul Leveling, you know. And that's very few that actually come close to that type of quality, you know. Look at this. You see this? See this? I'm not about to show you guys more, you know. I don't want to spoil it. This is just the first chapter. Yeah, this is our main character. He basically unfortunately dies. I mean, I already told you guys that. And then he regresses back to his academy days, or should I say his swordsmanship trainee days. And yeah, so he uses his future knowledge, and then he has this window pop up he uses to progress, and it's pretty enjoyable. It's generic, yes, sure, but at least it's something different, you know. I haven't seen these type where it's part of like a sword clan and then you get the pop-up window menu or game system. So I was like, whoa, this is different. I didn't see this coming, you know, because when I first saw it, I was like, I get this weird feeling like I haven't seen this before. And I was like, oh yeah, that's because I haven't. Maybe I have, but I'm pretty sure I haven't. I mean, I can't think of anything that's been similar to like two of those combinations that I mentioned. So with that out of the way, let's get into the pros and cons of this, alright? Starting with the pros, obviously first and foremost, the art, phenomenal, so that's at a 10 out of 10. The story is generic, it's your 0 to hero, but it's enjoyable, it's steady fast, it's not really ridiculously pacing through everything like he's clearing. There are challenges he faces, and the story is somewhat enjoyable, so that's a check mark. Third, the action, which is decent as well. Maybe I didn't capture it too much, but I think the action is alright. It's not too fantastic or something I haven't never seen before. It's just, you know, sword clashes and like Getsuga 10 shows and stuff like that. That's basically what it is. But hey, the art's pretty much carrying this thing, so I mean, I'm enjoying it. I mean, come on now. With amazing artistry comes amazing action. Am I right or am I right? Now, the last pointer for the pro section, number 4, is that it's actually pretty hype. Some moments are actually pretty hype. Unlike the previous video recommendation I did, where it was kind of lackluster of that. So yeah, now that we're done with the pros and all the goods, let's get into the bads. What's bad about this? Well, number 1, it's generic, you know? It's different, but it's still generic, cliche. Number 2, it's pretty easy to follow. There's not anything too complicated, you know? It's not anything brain like warping or whatnot. But again, it doesn't really have to be. If it does what it's good at, being like a power fantasy level up, then go for it. I mean, there's obviously an audience for this. Clearly, with the amount of copy and paste solo leveling coming out, you know? And yeah, that's all I pretty much have to say of anything bad about this. I didn't really find anything too disheartening or unlikable. I thought it was pretty decent and enjoyable. If you guys enjoy this type of stuff, then go check it out. Again, it's called Regressing as the Reincarnated Bastard of the Sword Clan. I know, pretty long ass name. It's kind of a trend with these manhwas and anime. But yeah, that's all from me, and see you guys next time. Peace.